Good evening. Evening, Bibby.
Massive shout out to Kelsey.
Hope everyone's all right. When I say everyone, I mean you too. Bit cold today, eh? I'm bloody freezing. Man, it can't be that cold because I haven't put my gloves on today. So hopefully you can hear me. I think I've got my microphone on, yeah. Evening, me again. Nice to see you. Now, for some unknown reason, the naughty boy hasn't phoned me this evening. He normally does, but he hasn't done. So I can't give any updates because he hasn't given me any. Noxie, good evening.
Big up to everybody in the chat.
There we go. So, like I say, he's not giving me a call today. He seems to miss every second week. He seems to miss me.
Massive shout out to Clary.
There you go. I'm getting quite good at these buttons. Yeah, where was I? Oh, just saying that he seems to miss me out every second week. He just seems to not call me for some reason. So there's not a lot I can say. I haven't done a great deal. I've only been out once this last week. That was only like 15 minutes. I went for a little prick. They're hard to come by in Hull. Little pricks. There's a lot of big pricks, but there's not many little pricks. But so, folks, anybody want to drop on or jump on or whatever? I can put a link in if you want to come on. Yeah, Kels could give an update, really. She won't come on live, but I mean, she could just stick it in the chat saying how he's doing, because she'll know more than me. I'm saying that everybody knows more than me.
That's delicious.
There you go. But good heavens, I'm totally lost because I was just reading. I was just reading the thing that goes up the left-hand side of it. What do you call it? The chat. That's it. Yes. I don't know why I did. I just clipped that one off Bibby's channel this afternoon. I was sat contemplating my navel, and I thought, oh, I just might get that. It's delicious thing. So it might not sound so cracky because it took me ages. There you go. So there's your update on basically it's the same as last week, isn't it? Watching telly all week, not doing a great deal, and short-staffed and whatever. So it's another week of knack all. Wow, 6 out of 7 gone. Is it the runt that's left? He should owe me in high regards. I'm his granddad. But yeah, knack all. There you go. Evening, Spikey.
Big shout out, Spikey Speaks Out.
There you go. Yeah, so I put a new music. Sound like a cow now. Music. I put a new music video up this week, and it was it was the one he did on his birthday evening, and it was all it was his favourite album. I even listened all the way through as well. I was quite impressed. I don't normally listen all the way through, but I did. So it's there if anybody wants to watch it. It's in my channel, Cheggs Music Legacy. They're all there. There's plenty of them. If you want to listen to music, you want to hear his voice, there's plenty of music. There's plenty of him yakking away. And saying that, getting to scraping the bottom of the barrel with his channel, because there's not a lot of ones with all the music on, if you see what I mean. Yeah, we all miss him, Spiky. I don't know about the pint, but a gin might go down with me. I do occasionally have a gin. Very occasionally. It's normally coffee I have, because coffee is
That's delicious.
yeah, it is. I love it. Yeah, Spiky, I see. I do look at his channel every 2 days, see if there's anything going on, or if anybody's putting up comments and stuff like that. His subs, quite honestly, have not dropped that many. I think since he's been away from us, I think he's lost 150. So he's still doing well. Still got plenty of subs, which is a good thing, I suppose. Yeah, I can see who the members are, so I know he'll say thank you for the membership, and don't know what else I can say really, but yeah, thank you for the memberships. It all goes to him. It doesn't. Nobody else has a hand in it. Everything he gets on his channel and any income he gets all goes to his I don't know what you call that thing he has, canteen, I think they call it. But yeah, it all goes there. So he doesn't miss out, and he does get to know who's still members and things like that. So I do give him when he phones me, I give him an update on his channel that I can understand, because there's not, it's a bit, I don't know how to put it really. His channel's a little bit messy. It's all over the place. So, but there you go. It's he knows what he's doing. I just find it difficult looking for stuff. But at least I'm not getting rid of anything. That's one good thing. I've just spent the last week cleaning up his PC, getting rid of all the stuff I've dropped onto his PC as I've been using it. I've got it onto my PC now, so it'll soon be all cleared and back to how it was when he disappeared from us in April. So I'm gradually getting there. I spend a couple of hours a week. I'm not in any rush. I've still got a few months, I think. I think I've got a few months. I don't think my body's giving up yet. Now, it's on its way, but I don't think it's giving up yet. But, yeah, look after his channel. I do put the occasional, I don't know what you call it, his community page. I do put every so often I'll just put an update on his community page, just so that his subs do see that there's something coming up. So that, they do realise that it's still there as such. I don't know if it makes sense, but I do it anyway. Just keep him in the public eye. Keep him in the public eye. Keep him in the public eye. Yeah. The reason I do that is because when I was 17 and a young soldier, young cook, I had to go on I had to join I don't know what you call it, a team. What do you call it when you're signing up? You go out and encourage people to sign up. I can't remember what they call them now, but the team was called CAPE. It was the CAPE team. And CAPE stand for Keep the Army in the Public Eye. So it was a CAPE team. So I did that for about 6 months, where we went around the country cooking in little tents and stuff like that, and trying to get people interested, and as you do. And then which led to a few things. I once did I want to say just things coming into my head on the cooking side when I was a young lad. I think I'd just turned 18, and I had to go to I was going to say a register office, but they're not called register office, are they? They're careers, Army Careers Office. And it was right in the middle of London. It was not far from, I was going to say Carnaby Street, but it wasn't Carnaby Street. It's one of the big streets in London. And I was there for 2 weeks, stood in the window, cooking. So, famous boy cooking in the heart of London. It was only one thing I did though. It was always fish. Always doing bloody fish. I remember it well. Anyway, that's by the by, isn't it? But yeah, it was quite a bit of an experience for an 18-year-old lad from Brid who'd never really been outside of Brid until he joined the army when he was 15, and to hit the sights of London. And I had to travel from, I was stationed at the time at North Weald in Essex, and I had to travel. The tube used to go to there. The tube used to go from North Weald to this place in London. And as I say, I can't remember the exact place, but I only had, when I got off the tube, the Army Careers Office was basically just across the road. So anyway, yeah. Noxie, my last pick with Levi was 28th of March. Was meant to meet him the week later. Gutted. I bet you weren't as gutted as he was. No, it's not long. It's not long before he's back out again. Good evening, Go. Nice to see you. To see you. Nice. Anyway, that's enough of me reminiscing about stupid little things. It's amazing what can drop into your head when you just, excuse me. I think I've got a frog in my throat. I don't know if you're allowed to say that anymore. It's not a Frenchman. I won't talk about a Frenchman. Anyway, evening, Sharon.
Massive shout out to Sharon.
There you go. Um, oh, that's it. You would you'd be surprised at what's going through my head at the moment. But what's the V stand for? Is there a V? Is V in the chat? Oh yeah. Good evening, V. It must have gone flashing through before I saw it. But I do have a copy on the other on the other computer, so yeah, I don't have many shout outs, do I? I only have a few. I do when I'm listening to his lives and things. He has occasionally done shout outs for people, and if I pick up on it, I'll just clip it and take the shout out. But like I say, there's the few and far between. There's lots on there, but they're mixed up, so really you don't get to hear it properly. Oh, sorry to hear that, Sharon. It's funny enough, I'm not that cracky, really. T-Bun, good evening. I don't think I've seen you in the chat before, but it's nice to see you anyway. So what was I saying? Yeah, Sharon, sorry to hear you're not that well, but I'm a bit like that myself at the moment. Not that cracky, but I think mine's more of an age thing rather than anything else. You know, age is catching up on me fairly fast at the moment. But you know, it does. Unfortunately, things like that, they do catch up on you, don't they? Hopefully, I've only got about another 40 years to do, and then I'm okay. I don't think I'll be sat at this bloody computer for 40 years, I can honestly say. I'm not saying that, you never know, do you? So, Clary, you've only got one left, but is that what was it? Barry, was it? Is Barry leaving you in 2 weeks when you fatten him up a bit? Noted. Good evening. I'm great, mate. Thank you. Nice of you to ask. I'm nearly on top form. Nearly. But if you want an update on Cheggs, just look through the chat. There's Kelsey's put an update because he didn't get to me today on the phone. So, but Kelsey's updated in the chat, so you can just flick back, have a look through the chat, and it's
that's delicious.
There you go. It is. Noted. Thank you. This was made with love, tenderness, and kindness from the second woman in my life. But there you go. Oh, right. So they've all gone, but they can't go for another 2 weeks. I understand now. so they're not the right age to leave their mum. But just get Barry fattened up, he'll go. Fatten him up. If I was a younger man, I'd take Barry, you know. But I'm be no good me taking Barry. I can't look after my bloody self properly. Sorry. Oh, the ones are coming thick and fast now. There you go. Noted. My daughter lives, well, she doesn't live 5 minutes from where he is, but my daughter lives in just outside Mansfield. I'm coming down to, well, I'm saying I'm coming down. I'm coming down to see Cheggs about the middle of the month, I think. But at the moment, I'm not too well, so I might not be going. But touch wood, and I'm touching wood because I've got a nice little wooden desk. I'll be better. But I know his mum and his brother's going down on the same day, and they're meant to be picking me up in Hull, but I think I might just drive down so that I can go and see my daughter while I'm down there. So anyway, the best laid plans of mice and men. 2 stappies, 4 cats, 2 turtles. Wow. When I had the pet shop in Hull, I had a turtle in the shop. It was a shop's turtle, but and it was I rescued it. You know, somebody had been. I was told about this person close to the shop who had a turtle in his garage, and he just ignored it and occasionally threw it a sausage and stuff. You know, wasn't well treated. So I went and said, "I'll take that off your hands if you want," and he said, "Okay." So I took it and got a 6 foot. Don't know what you can. A big 6 foot tank and built it a home and everything within the tank, and then I stuck it in my shop window, and it was as far as I could work out, I think she was about 14 years old, and it was I'm just trying to think of what I was going to say model, but they're not models, are they? What it was a red-eared slider turtle. Red-eared. I think it was a red-eared slider turtle, and you weren't allowed to sell them anymore in the country because they were classed as invasive. But she was a cracking turtle. Used to on a Sunday, I always used to feed her on a Sunday afternoon, so that the kids could come in the shop and they could feed her as well. And then afterwards, I would, you know, while I'm cleaning out her home, I used to put her on the floor and she'd be running around the shop. And if the front door was open when it was sunny, she'd leg it straight outside down the bloody street. Loads of times I had to go chasing down the street to pick this bloody turtle up. I think I've got a couple of vids I might just upload and just show you. She was a star. She was a bloody star, was the girl. I only got bit once, and it was like my own fault because I picked her up the wrong way round. I should have picked her up with her ass pointing to me, and I didn't. I picked her up with her face pointing to me, and she bit me on my stomach. I said, wow, that's ungrateful little bitch. There you go, anyway. Yeah, so I looked after her until I got rid of the shop, and she got a rehome to a really nice place. This little Scottish guy used to have, I think, 8 other turtles at his home, and he had a big thing outside, like not a swimming pool, but you know what I mean. And she went to live with him and his thing. So there you go. So there's another little bit of a tale. Yeah, it's a done deal there. It's a done deal, Clary, apparently. Everybody says it's a done deal. Barry ain't going anywhere. Barry. Well, there you go. Where's my head going to take me next? I really don't know where it's going to take me, but it'll take me bloody somewhere because it's just going all over the place at the moment. We're up into double figures. Not bad for a Sunday night. You don't normally get double figures until about 10 to 7 when it's just time to finish. There you go. Good evening. That's a long word, isn't it? Donk and UK Garage Devil. Good evening, mate. Unfortunately, it's not Scott, it's his granddad, but it's close, isn't it? We're all from the same lineage. I nearly said same egg, but we're not both from the same egg. He'd be a bloody twin if it was. But there you go. We've so it's
big up to everybody in the chat,
and we're having a really
That's delicious.
chat this evening. Clary's still got 3 inch of ice. To tell you the truth, we've not had any where I am. We've had a little bit of frost in the morning, but by 10, 11 o'clock, when I decide to get out of bed, it's gone. So we've had no snow. We've not had a lot of rain. It's just the spitty stuff. So all this bad weather shit's gone past us. We've not seen it, which I suppose is quite lucky, but it is cold. I'll give it that. It's bloody freezing. But I'm okay because I don't know why that's playing in the background. There you go. Because my daughter, Cheggs' mum, bought me I don't know, is it an electric blanket, but not for the bed, for when you're sat. And you just plug it into the PC and it just keeps you warm. And she bought me the gloves as well. I think I had the gloves on last week, but she bought me the gloves, plugged them into the PC, keeps my hands toasty. Love it. So I'm kept nice and warm. I don't have to be spending a bucket full on gas for the heating. But there you go. What am I missing? All right, Kelsey, it's freezing still for you, is it? Did you have it just as a I don't know, bleh, as a nosy question? Have you been into into Bradford at all for any of the city culture things? It looked quite good on TV the other day. Donk, mate, I haven't put an update on. He's due out in September. The end of September, he's coming out, and Kelsey's put an update in the chat. So if you scroll up towards the top, there's an update, because he normally rings me on a Sunday, but he hasn't done this Sunday, so you can get the thing. But he's out the end of September, and he's raring to go. He's got loads of things. I was going to say he's got loads of things to do. He will have loads of things to do, but he's got loads of things to that are, in his head and whatever, for when he comes out. So there you go. So there isn't long. What we in? Okay, Kelsey, I won't ask again, sweetheart. But it did look good on telly. But yeah. Well, that's pissed on my bonfire, hasn't it, really? Well. I'm just scrolling back. I can't scroll on the screen on the chat, so I'm just scrolling back through the chat just to see if I've missed anything from anybody, and see if there's anybody I haven't said hello to, or I don't think there is anybody. No doubt Bobby will ask me, Kelsey, if he can pull his finger out and get onto the live tomorrow. I phoned him up 3 times this week. And he's not answered. I keep leaving messages on his answer phone. But there you go. I don't think his channel's back yet, because I do look basically every day and he's still not back up. Yeah. Anyway, tomorrow night, 7 o'clock, me and Bobby will be live at 7. You can only count on me being live at 7. Sometimes Bobby turns up, sometimes he falls asleep, I think, or he's in a daydream and lives somewhere else in his mind. So he might not. But his second channel's still there, so he must be able to get on. Not that he's put anything. I think he's put one thing up on his new channel. Well, his second channel. It's not new. It's about a year old. Yeah. So. All right. What else are we going to go for? Anyway, folks, we're doing quite well, aren't we, really? I think I've blathered for 35 minutes about absolutely knack all, really. But Kelsey, let it out, lover. You'll feel a lot better. You give a good rant. Let it all out. Hang out there. Get it out. We won't mind. As long as you don't swear. I'm not having you swearing on my channel. We have nothing of it. You know, we don't do that kind of thing.
Big up to everybody in the chat.
So, yeah, Kels, let it out, darling. Don't hold it back because it'll only make you... it'll only make you ill, holding it in. Think of your mental health. I wish I hadn't mentioned it now. I thought it might be a bit interesting, but there you go. I'm saying that, you know, when I was a bit like you, Kelsey, when Hull was city culture. I think it was 2017, and you know, I used to have loads of rants about, you know, why they're spending so much bloody money and blah 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 and blah blah blah. But lots of it have come from it. You know, there was a lot of good things on, but lots of things have come from it. You know, we've had well, there was a dilapidated old bridge across the river, just on the outskirts of Hull way, and they refurbed it all. They did it all really nice. So they spent a lot of money on it. So there you go. Aztec Media, good evening. Yeah, that's really kind of you. Thank you. I do pass on anything that pops up in the chat. I do pass it on to him when he gets his finger out and decides to call me, because I used to send him an email every so often, you know, with all the updates and things like that. But he never answered, so I thought, I ain't going to answer. I'm not going to send any more. Then he can do without, little bugger. But I do pass on stuff, and excuse me. And when the lives are finished, I have a copy of the chat, so I can send it to him if he requires it. So there you go. He does get updated, even though he's down in the Midlands way. He does get updated. But yeah. Anyway, I know lots of people are thinking of him. I do get messages every now and again, you know, saying, hope Cheggs okay and can't wait for him to come out. And they don't come on the lives and stuff like that, but they do. Occasionally I'll get an email from people that I've never met or never heard of, or sounds silly, doesn't it? But I do. 3 or 4 a week I get. 3 or 4 messages a week from people who just some of his subs. I don't know how they know to send me the messages, but they do. I presume it's because they've seen me on his community page. But yeah, so there's lots of people out there waiting in anticipation of Cheggs coming out, and getting back into the groove. there's an old-fashioned word, isn't it? People don't get into the groove now. I don't think. But Chegg will. Oh, Clary, well done. 22. Can you have? Can you? I didn't know you could have a child at 14. I thought that was not allowed. The old ones are the best, I think. I might get into trouble for saying that. But there you go. Yeah, it's okay. Cheggs is okay. You know, we all have our good days and bad days, don't we? You know, everybody does. Yeah. The vision. I had a vision there, Clary. There you go. Yeah, we like Noxie says, we can suffer in different ways, you know. I know from past experience that we can suffer in you know, your mental health is a top priority, isn't it? Really, but you know, again, it's not getting away from the oh, I want far out then, was I? So, wow. It's just knocked me off the where I thought you was. No, where I thought I was. Anyway, I've definitely got something stuck in my bloody throat. Well, folks, I don't know what we can. You know this this emoji thing. You know, people keep whacking the emojis up, and I can see it there now. There's an emoji there that's got 102 lines under it. What does that actually mean? Does that mean 100%? Or I'm not an emoji guy. You know, at the most I use 4 emojis. At the most, because I'm at that thing where I don't want to be using emojis because it might be inappropriate, the ones I use. So I tend to keep away from some of them. I can understand, but some of them I can't. Oh wow, I've not seen that one before. What's that one? Yeah, baby, they do. They all pop up on, as you can see, they all pop up on me feed, or they should do. And I'm trying to think. I think the only ones that don't pop up, I think I've set it that the pop-ups, the emojis that don't pop up are the ones that oh, we got the owls there, look. Get in. Are you know, like the spanner and things like that. I don't know what you call them, but some people have different things before their names and things like that, so they don't pop up. But yeah, all the emojis should pop up on the right hand side. I did have it set so it only popped up where the Cheggs is, but it was too small and it looks silly, so I made it a little bit bigger so that most people can see it. So you noticed my new thing then, baby.
That's delicious.
There you go. I can't get over it. It's delicious. Oh, look at this, a bee flying around. I think that just went and stuck in my ear nearly then, didn't it? I don't know what that little black spot is. I can see the bee, but I don't know what you... I did. Kelsey, I did. I was watching. I was watching. And I tell you what, I was watching and I was thinking to myself, I wonder if I get onto one of my other accounts as my brother or my sister, because I've got 2 other accounts that I could use, and see if I can wind him up a bit. And then I thought, no, I might just get a little bit too gobby, really. But you never know. One night I might just pop up on one of his things and see if I can get him into telling me he's going to rip my head up and shit down my neck in his dreams. Well, there you go. Yeah, he can be quite funny, can't he? I quite enjoyed it anyway. I quite enjoyed it. I didn't watch all of it. Yeah, baby, I would. I would, but I wouldn't go on as myself, if you see what I mean, because I don't want anybody having to go up my channel. So I'd just go on as, because everybody who's got a Gmail account has a YouTube channel. So, I look after my brother's email account. I look after my sister's email account. So basically, they've both got channels. So, I might just start thinking about it. Now you've got me head going now. I might just come up with I want one of those things, a bit like your... Oh, I've got it now. Just let me write it down. My head's gone, and I'm just going to write down now what I'm going to do. I might get copyrighted for that, but I'll give it a go. But saying that, I haven't subscribed to his channel yet, so I don't want to be subscribing too early because I don't want him to get to 3,000. Yeah. How can you politely tell somebody they're a fat nonce? Yeah, I've got it. Watch out, Kev's about. And Grandad's going to be there chasing. But you won't see me. But you'll hear me. Hopefully, if I can jump onto one of his chats. I really shouldn't do, should I? Because I've had to go at loads of people about them being twats, and I think if I went back and had a look at my channel, I think I've blocked about 40 people from the dark side. So really, I'd be doing what everybody else does in the dark side. But I'll give it a go. I might just fair game, yeah. I might just give it a go. I'll think about it. But I've written it down, the idea I've got in my head, and to give you a clue, you'll know it's me when you see the stream thing. I don't know what you call it. You know, like Bibi has that little Mandalorian head thing. So you'll know it's me from that. I don't know if I've said good evening, Go. I don't know if you've been in a while, but I lost the plot a bit, I think.
Big up to everybody in the chat.
Yeah, there you go. Everybody in the chat, big up. Oh, good heavens. My head's going round in bloody circles now. I blame Bibi. It's Bibi's fault. He's set me on a path of being a naughty old man. Naughty. I didn't say dirty. I said naughty. You know, this copy's getting worse. The further I get down the bloody cup, the copy gets worse. But just as a point of interest, Bibi, does the Kung Fu lad do live streams often, or? Because I don't want to be looking every day. Because for some unknown reason, I don't get. Don't know what you call those things, you know. Hit the bell and all that kind of thing. I don't get any things saying, oh, so and so's live today, and so and so. They seem to come in a day later when it's past. All right. So what does it, if he streams, what does he stream with then? If he doesn't use StreamYard. Anyway, it really doesn't matter, does it? Because if he's on a stream, he's on a stream, isn't he? I don't have to go on live. The only thing I was thinking about going on live was you would hear my voice and you'd know it was me. Whereas, oh, right, okay, I've got it. There you go. I'll think of something anyway. I'll think of something so that everybody knows it's me. But they'll know it's me, I think, by my my dry Yorkshire humour that I can sometimes come out with. Right. Well, he's not anything, is he, really, besides being a nonce? But there you go. Anyway, it's coming up to that time of the evening where I start saying my goodbyes, and I don't do more than an hour. I try not to. I think it gets a bit boring sitting on your own trying to chat for more than an hour, especially when you haven't got the updates to give anybody and stuff like that. But it's
big up to everybody in the chat,
and I'll just play this one because of what I'm thinking.
Don't be a troll. It's nice to be nice. Don't be nasty.
There you go. I've been told now, haven't I? I haven't got to be a troll. Anyway, people, we're coming up to the hour. I've enjoyed my hour, and it's flown. Actually, when you enjoy yourself, time flies, doesn't it? And it really has flown tonight for me. And just remember, tomorrow night I'm back on at 7:00. Hopefully with Bobby, if he can turn up. Like I say earlier on, I said I phoned him 3 times this week and he's not answered his phone once. So, but hopefully he'll drop in tomorrow night and we'll have another hour of 2 old Yorkshiremen blathering about bugger all again. You know, well, saying that, when I think about it, he does make a lot of stuff up. I don't know if you were listening the other week when he was on about Robin Hood. You know, and I thought, I've lost the plot there because I was just reading, so I have no idea what I was on about. But anyway, tomorrow night, 7:00, me and Bobby chatting for an hour. And people can jump on if they want. You know, we can put a link up. I've stopped the phone-ins because it was doing me head in, basically. So I stopped the phone-ins, but there's nothing stopping people jumping in on the chat at all. If they want, I don't mind. And Bobby certainly won't mind. And so it's Monday nights, 7:00, me and Bobby, my channel. We're not on Bobby's channel as well this week, but we're on my channel. And then, of course, I do Genealogy Guy on, I have another channel called Genealogy Guy. If you're into genealogy, go onto that one, send a message, or, you know, when I say send a message, just put a comment in one of the videos, because I do check it every day. If you want outdoing, you want things finding out or whatever, just Genealogy Guy is the channel. So it's coming towards the end, and
please leave a comment. The stream's about to finish. Leave your comment, refresh the page, leave a comment. You can't leave one now, you have to refresh it as soon as it's ended. Please do that. Respect.
There you go. So anyway, people, live long and prosper. TTFN, and see you on the other side. Good night.